money, money, bitches, nigga. Hey, we get along because we know, you know what I'm saying? You should put those things in the song. Everybody like, watch. I'll be like a song, be like, and once I get back to the money, I'ma do it. Once I get back to the money, he's like, yeah, when I get back to that
Yeah.
money. He said money. As soon as I threw money in the song, people were like, all right, you know. And it's a very surface level thing, but it's like an icebreaker or
Yeah,
something like
money,
that.
sex, drugs.
Yeah.
That's you put any of those three topics in a song, somebody gonna like it.
Right. Right. You know? So, all right. So we're about to move on to the next subject here. The last out of our 7 AI rappers revisited. So, when it comes to this AI rapper thing, do you think that could actually work?
I don't like it. I mean, I don't. I can see it actually working because of how lazy our current society is, where people rather just push a couple buttons to make a hit track, or if they don't have to actually put in any work to make a song, or because the way they say it as, oh, it's passive income. I don't got to do anything to make my money. Now I could just press a couple buttons and the AI would do it for me. You'll literally write the lyrics, make the beat, do the mastering, and everything.
Yeah, so that means that person didn't really care about music to begin with, because it just says, I don't care about the process of making the music. Here's my music and here's my fame.
Yeah.
You know, that's what I think. It's like, here's my music, here's my fame, my image, and all that stuff to distract you from the fact that I really don't want to make music, or I can't actually make music. You know, um, we already know that enough, at least with hip hop, that that's what it is. But
Yes.
it's just like, at what point does it become where it's like, all right, dude, I want to hear actual human being do the music. You know, uh, I don't know how many people are going to be showing up to see this. If and I feel like this process is, I mean, this is something that is always going to hold true, because if that was the case, like I was mentioned earlier, we were talking about it, the Tupac hologram show would be full of motherfuckers. If that was the case, it'd
Yeah,
be sold out show. If everybody want to see that, nobody wants to see no Tupac hologram, dog.
because the current generation right now, like I said, the type of lyrics and type of content that Tupac was giving out, it's not for them. It's not something that they can go to the club and listen to, or they can. Granted, you can smoke weed, drink, and get lit off of Tupac and Biggie. It's just that the what they're speaking is too deep for a lot of the people's current consciousness.
Right, and for how mainstream hip hop is,
Yeah.
and it's crazy because it's like they don't want to go deep into the depths of psyche or experience and life experiences, but they'll talk about drugs and sex and shit like that. Which for me, it's like I totally understand that those are parts of life, but it's just not all there is to life.
Facts.
You know what I
Those are
mean?
just supposed to be the fun. It's only the fun part. That's legit what that's supposed to be. Money, sex, drugs is just what you get from after you worked hard and did your struggle and everything. Like, that's just the reward. We're not always just talking about reward. A lot of
Right,
music came from talking about struggle, the
right.
come up,
Hmm.
the beginning, how every not only the struggle but also music, especially your rap, was originally created to talk about the news. It's black news, talking about
Hmm.
what's going on in each other's neighborhoods.
Hmm.
Because we didn't have a way of actually communicating directly with one another, so we did it through music.
Right, and that was a beauty in it too. You know what I mean? It's a crazy time because it's like once people will be like, "How did you not hear this song?" I'll be like, "Because if I didn't have the record, I didn't have the chance to hear that song. I couldn't look it up on Spotify."
Facts. You actually got to go and be lucky enough to either come across it here in a car and able to stop the car, find out where he got the record, go buy it at a record store, or go to the club or wherever you.
That mystery is what was about, man. It's like with wrestling, bro. With pro wrestling back in the day, like you had to go see Andre the Giant. You couldn't go find out and see him, like on
On
TV that much.
the
You didn't get to just see his, You didn't get to see a 1 minute clip of him on social media saying, "Hey, come out to my event." No, bitch, you had to show up and be like, "Oh, Andre the Giant's gonna be in town, so I can see this gigantic motherfucker," and pay your money to go see him if you got a chance to see it, internalize it in your head, and maybe you might have got a picture.
Yeah, nowadays people legit, like, I'm never gonna lie, I'm guilty of it as well. Where I would sometimes rather not watch a game because I'll just go watch the highlights later because I know I could watch it later on online. So I won't watch the game live and I'll just go watch the highlights.
Highlights. I feel that. I mean, I'd imagine if you one of those NFL niggas that love to watch all the games, you bet it's bit. You better get red line.
Oh no, red zone. Yeah, I got
Or red
that.
zone. I said red line, sir. You better get red zone, this motherfucker. I said red line. Yeah, you better get red zone because that shit right there, bro. I'd be like, how you watching multiple games like that, my nigga? Like, it's crazy. But
No, yeah, I do be watching red zone, but just sometimes where like on a Monday night game, I'm not trying to actually sit there and watch all the games because me personally, I'm not trying to sit there for the commercials. I'm
word.
an anime person. I watch my anime on my like on the set websites or apps where I don't watch commercials. I don't really watch mainstream TV. Period.
You know what? I might want to do a podcast on the Super Bowl when we do it. So if you want to join that, let me know. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? That'd be pretty cool. So, when it comes to the AI rapper thing, for the most part, man, I honestly think that that's a big no-no. But who knows, man? People surprise me with the level of what they like. People surprise me with the level of stupidity that they're capable of having.
Facts.
Um, what's next? You know, you know what I mean? What are we gonna have next? I just there's gonna be something that's gonna be that amazes me. There's gonna be a rapping tomato or something, or you know, a fucking something. There's gonna be something that's gonna happen that's gonna break the bounds of this crazy shit that we've already seen. So that's that. The AI rappers thing is a whole nother thing, man. So, guys, we're getting close to the end of the podcast here, and it's been a long one. And I know we did a lot of talking here, but I'm glad that we were able to get all these things fit in. Demone had to step out, and Vision had to step out. They had, they got to work in the morning. We all got to do our things, man. So it's all good. I'm glad to have them on there. So I'm gonna come for our last part of the segment here, which is called the plug. All right, so here we go. I want to plug a few things right here, and let me start with my guest. All right, we have Demone. He has his music page right here. If you want to find anything from him, come check out his music right there and scan that QR code, and he'll bring you right to where he is. All right, and also another thing as well, he has his website. He has his album as well called The Other Side, which is really cool. Max, you should definitely check that shit out. It's fire. It's good. So Other Side, his album, just hit that album there, and you can go and listen to the playlist on YouTube. All right. Somebody hit it. That's what I'm talking about. Lit. So here we go. So now we're gonna go on to the next part here. Got Mr. Vision as well. He has he has his company called Naples Elite Frenchies. If anybody needs to get some Frenchies, man, holla at my boy here. He will get you taken care of. He will get you some of the top notch quality. You know what I mean? And you know, it's right here in the 239, man. That's where we are. We're doing it. But right now we have 239 and we got 305 and we got Orlando in the building. So we just, doing this thing right here for Florida and connecting. Hopefully there'll be a day we'll be able to connect through all of Florida and have everybody out here on this podcast. You get what I'm saying? So stay tuned to it, man. And I got a few more other things myself that I got to bring up. I have my single that is out right now, which is called Simon Said. It is available on all platforms worldwide, and check that out when you get a chance. Now, I also want to tell you as well, I have a project that I'll be working on that's going to be for the clothing line called Merkmo 239. And that is going to be a hip hop and rock and roll mixtape. So I'm gonna have hip hop and rock and roll all in one place, and it's gonna be the soundtrack to this clothing line. Runway music. Some of it's a little bit hardcore music. Some of it's a little bit alternative rock music. Some of it's a little bit of trap. I'm just gonna give you guys everything that I do all at once. I was trying to separate it, but I'm gonna put it all together. So this album will be a sampler pack of two different albums. I have 24 Hours a Night, which is my alternative album. And then I also have Loot Money, No, I'm Not on Drugs, I'm Just Crazy, the album coming out. So those are the two projects. But this project, Merkmo 239, will be a sampler of both projects. So you'll be able to check those out. And if you like those songs, we'll get right to it. On my next podcast or so, I'll come back and we'll show you guys some of the songs from there and some of the process. So, like it is, man, we're doing our thing out here. Is there anything you want to tell the world before we get going, Max?
Nah.
Nah? He's like, nigga, I want to go to sleep. I know, I was talking, trying to get this thing going. So, all right, man, 239, we in the building. I want to give a shout out to you. I appreciate everybody that's stayed tuned with us. And just know that after this episode, it will be available on the Loot brand. So hit that QR code. It may be up by tomorrow or so, but that'll be fine. It'll be up for the whole week till the next episode comes up. So for all of those that chimed in, all of you who support what I'm doing, I really appreciate you. And we're gonna hold it down here, man. And we're definitely starting from the ground up, and we just need people to just kind of just lock in and share this with some of the people that around the way, some of the business owners around the way, so we can be able to build a little bit of a community out here in 239, then hopefully in Florida. So now we're at the end of our 7 here. We have officially spoken about it all, and we'll keep it all locked in for the next time. So for those of you who out there who don't know, man, this is the AbsoLOOTLY podcast, and I just want to tell y'all, rest of y'all, good night, man. I'm tired right now too. I'm ready to go take my ass to sleep. I gotta work in the morning too. So you guys have a good rest of your day, and like I always say, 239, let's go.